Previously on MKR. From all across the country, 9 teams completed their instant restaurants.
Oh my word.
Hey. Oh my God, yes.
With top teams from round 1, Rada and Prabha.
It was just a perfect bite every time.
And round 2, Sonia and Marcus.
It's just beautiful, perfect.
Both earning fast-track spots.
The scrum giving you is a 10.
Into the semi-finals. Tonight, as the competition heats up in Kitchen HQ, Manu Fildel and Colin Fasnage are joined by the iconic Nigella Lawson.
I'm so excited.
As 5 teams fight.
We can't believe it. We're very proud of ourselves.
We don't just do barbecue. We're in this to win it.
It's amazing to be here, and after all this time...
Watch out, guys. Tommy and Rach are back.
For the last 2.
The competition is on!
Go, go, go!
Semi-final spots.
Your survival depends on this dish.
I want to be in the grand final. Come on, guys!
Why are you doing that?
As they look to stay in the race.
Looking good.
That's enough.
Oh, my God, look.
To be crowned this year's
Make it count.
MKR champions.
Now it's time to see who goes through to the semi-final. This is it.
I can't believe it's actually happening. It's real.
This place is a pressure cooker. Only the strong will survive.
Oh, here we are, mate.
Anthony, of course, he's strong. He's married to me.
Check this out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Nick. See who's over there? Yeah.
It is really nice to see Rach again. That is for sure. Rachel's got my heart.
How cool is this? Imagine this in your home. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I just want to go and touch everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, we're finally here, eh?
Hey, bonsoir, good evening. Welcome to our house. Teams, welcome to kitchen headquarters. You survived the instant restaurants, and I can tell you now, it gets much easier from here.
No, it doesn't. Every decision you make from here on in affects how you get further on in the competition. It's tougher for us too, so do you know what? We thought we'd get a little help today.
Please welcome the iconic, the queen of home cooking, the wonderful Nigella Lawson.
Hello. Hello, boys.
Mum is Nigella's biggest fan.
Kitchen's all round. All I could do was just
bring.
So I'm getting to spend some time with you lovely boys.
See that smile? See that?
I hope you all know there are few things in life I enjoy more than seeing home cooks do what they love. And I hear great reports.
We're about to cook for Nigella Lawson.
So how are you all feeling?
I look at Mum, she's already crying. So,
I think you should ask Sonia.
Sonia. How are you? I'm
Standing meters away.
Oh, you know what? I'm not worth crying over. I'm very approachable.
I've been a fan for a long time too, but Mum's a super fan. She would sit me down and make me do my study. And the study was watching Nigella.
So let us tell you what's going to happen. Radha and Prabha, Sonia and Marcus, as the winners of each group, you're safe. And you've already earned your spot in the semifinals.
Radha and Prabha, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And what kind of mindset are you in?
We're ready.
I love the way you look at each other before you talk. What do you feel is the secret to your success?
The fact that we can read each other's minds.
Yeah, that's a bit frightening.
Now, we told you in the instant restaurants that every point would matter. So, Tommy and Rach, as the team with the next highest score from the instant restaurant rounds, guess what? For this first round, you're off the hook. So sit tight, round one. Round two, you're up.
A free pass into round two, but we've been out of the kitchen for so long compared to everyone else. We were the first team to cook, so we're kind of a little bit out of touch.
OK, so you can head upstairs, start observing, take notes if you want. Don't need to write them down, I won't be testing you.
Thank you, Nigella. We have a bird's eye view of Nick, don't we?
It's very funny.
For the rest of you, Nick and Christian, Aaron and Chris, Claudine and Anthony, and Amber and Mel, you'll be competing over 2 rounds. After the first round, one team will be eliminated. After round 2, 2 more will be sent home.
Teams, round 1. Behind you, at each kitchen bench, are 4 fridges, each with a different hero ingredient inside. Beef, pork, chicken, and fruit and veg.
Oh, no.
We don't cook much vegetarian.
Definitely across the board, veg would probably be the least favourite option.
I'm sure you all have your own favorites, but these are all wonderful cuts and fresh produce from Woolworths. And each one can help you create something amazing.
OK, let's get into it. Nick and Christian, between you 4 teams, you guys had the highest score in the instant restaurant. So, you get to choose first. What are you hoping for?
Pork would definitely be our first choice.
Do like a little bit of pork. Aaron and Chris, what would you prefer?
Yeah, pork, chicken, beef.
OK, boys, go pick a fridge.
Yeah.
Getting the pork means that Aaron and Chris don't get the pork.
Oh, you better be nice to us, Fridge. I don't like that smile.
OK, rip the Band-Aid off, open that fridge.
Fruit and veg.
Fruit and veg.
I was laughing. I was so relieved just to see that veg was off the table.
Someone's happy.
Yeah. It's all right. We'll knock them out with a veggie dish on their meat dish.
Aaron and Chris are puffing out their chest. Yeah, we've got some of the meat because they're meat cookers, and it's on. I can feel the tension in the room between the BD Energy boys.
Aaron and Chris, up you go. Good luck.
This one?
All right, let's do it.
Open it.
Oh, wait!
What did you get?
Pork.
They're the barbecue boys.
King of Crackle.
King of Crackle. They get the pork.
This is a huge moment.
Yeah.
They cook pork more than any other protein.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage.
Claudine and Anthony, it's your time to make a choice.
After you, love.
Chicken, beef. I'm not a fan of chicken, as everybody knows.
Open sesame.
Oi!
So Claudine doesn't eat chicken. And what do you know? It's chicken.
Wow. It's a lot of chicken. Oh, quack, quack. We get chicken. Anthony loves chicken.
Love chicken.
So, Amber and Mel, you got the final fridge. And as we know, it's beef.
Yay.
They know they're getting beef. They get told they're getting beef.
Oh, wow.
My God,
Oh,
I'm
the
just
beef
looking at the
looks
beef.
amazing. Oh, the short ribs. Wow.
The marbling I could see from where I was standing. Rack of prime rib at the top. These girls have got options.
Teams, to complement your chosen hero produce, in our storeroom, you're going to find an incredible selection of fresh fruit and veg from our fresh food people, Woolies.
Now, teams, we told you all along that your place on the leaderboard would matter. Well, in this round, this is where that really comes into play. Each team will start cooking 5 minutes after the next.
It's okay.
Whoa. Advantage Aaron and Chris. Advantage Nick and Christian. Bring it, boys.
So one team will be eliminated after this cook-off, and Nick and Christian are already ahead of us.
So, teams, put your aprons on and let's go.
So, veggies, not what we were planning on cooking today.
No, we wanted pork, but I think this is an opportunity for us to show our versatility.
Exactly.
All right, so pork. What about like the dong po ru, the Chinese braised pork belly? The one,
The same one we did at competition we won?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got chicken. The first thing that comes to my mind is our family chicken, Carusi Italian chicken.
So what about, we can make the kibbie balls, we bake them, and we make a beautiful yogurt sauce, very traditional.
Nick and Christian, your time starts now.
Let's go.
Come on, boys! Come on! All right.
Okay. Got spices.
This Woolworths storeroom is incredible.
Cumin for the dukkha. That extra 15 minutes that we get means we can really focus on highlighting this fresh produce and bringing together a dish that we wouldn't usually cook.
I'm gonna grab the silver beet.
Everyone else has a safety blanket of working with a protein. We don't. Or what do you reckon as well about maybe getting some pomegranate arrows over the top of that as well? Just a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of sour, a little bit of fresh. We got one team going home in 90 minutes. We can't leave any ideas behind. It's scary. Alrighty, let's get some chopping boards up straight away.
Christian has the veggie fridge, and I know he's going to pull some wanky recipe out of his wanky bag of tricks, and it's probably going to have a name this long.
For this main, we are serving dukkha roasted pumpkin with spanakopita. I'm going to get the dukkha mix going.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this veggie stock on. Spanakopita is a traditional Greek dish that translates as spinach rice.
So 3 tablespoons of white sesame. So I'm just going to combine all the ingredients, and then I'm just going to blitz them up, and that's going to be the coating for our pumpkin today.
Aaron and Chris, hope you're ready. Your time starts now.
Go.
I got there in the end, man.
I'm looking around and I don't see any barbecue anywhere, but Aaron and Chris are very confident.
Yep.
And they're the ones I've got my eye on.
All right, so I'm just gonna trim up this pork belly. Gonna be cubing it up as well. We want to leave the skin on for this one. So for the Woolies Fresh Food Challenge, we're going to make dong po ru, which is a Chinese-style braised pork belly. Super important to get this right. Need this nice and tender.
And I think it's going to be something they're not expecting in terms of the skin. Always people think about crispy skin when the word pork belly is mentioned. We are not going to deliver that today. It's totally different. It's going to blow their minds. They won't expect what's coming.
Like, it's just such a good, like, play on flavours. It's, yeah, truly a party in your mouth. So we've done this before. We've won an award with this dish. It's been proven in barbecue competitions. It's one of our favourite dishes. I cannot see us going home at the end of this round.
He's cutting the meat up. They're halfway through their dish and we're still sat here waiting to go into the storeroom.
That's all right. We're going to catch them both.
Claudine and Anthony,
Yes.
how are you feeling?
Let's go. Let's go.
Your time starts now.
Go Claudine, go Anthony.
Oh my God, look at this. It looks so amazing. Oh my gosh, Kitchen HQ is next level. We definitely need to up the ante. We'll get some tomatoes, some garlic. Of course, every Italian needs good garlic. I think we need to be a little bit more refined and try and make it a bit more restaurant quality as opposed to home quality cooking.
Time. Watching that clock tick down.
Yeah. Yes, they've been in there for about 2 minutes now.
I'm so anxious just to get started.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today, we are going to do our Carusi family chicken. In Abruzzo, they call it housewives chicken. It's well known, great for us with all our kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so these need to be washed first, and I need to get the chicken in there. Yeah. So you need to
I'll
do
give you
all
the
that.
chicken.
No, you do the veggies, honey.
Okay.
We eat chicken all the time.
She just eats the skin.
Yeah. It's good value. You can feed a good sized family with one chicken. Okay, give it a good glug of olive oil. I'm just gonna massage this beautiful chicken. They are quite big pieces. How on earth am I gonna cook this chicken in the amount of time that I've been given?
Hey, Claudine, is this the same as cooking at home, mate? You want me over there to come check on you?
Christian, we're in MKR now. You don't have to be a wanker anymore.
You wouldn't love me any other way, mate. You wouldn't want me any other way.
Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't.
Amber and Mel, your time starts now.
Woo, woo.
Go, girls. You got this. Come on.
So I've got our baccarat spice.
I need onion. So a staple in our home is beef mince.
Mince.
We use mince all the time. Very home-cooked meals, though.
Bit of spag bowl.
Yeah,
lasagna,
absolutely. Some meatballs. Is that mince?
What have I got?
But, you know, look, we are in the quarterfinals. We need to step it up. So we will elevate it for it to be a competition dish.
For main course today, we're serving kibbeh with yogurt sauce.
Adding lots and lots of mint to this kibbeh, that's really where a lot of the flavour comes from. Kibbeh is Lebanese food, basically a combination of meat and fine grain wheat. Lebanese spices.
Oh, I need to... Oh, my eyes.
In our case today, we are sort of taking it to the next level, and we're going to be stuffing it with minced meat, pine nuts, those beautiful spices, and onion.
Interesting choice of meat with a fridge full of all those cuts.
I suppose they were slightly alarmed because they're at a time disadvantage. And those of us who've fed children for many years know, rely on mince quite a lot.
Yes.
So, this is, of course, my mother-in-law's recipe. I'm an Aussie girl, learning how to cook Lebanese food. We didn't get great scores on our Lebanese dishes at our instant restaurant. So there is a bit of expectation here for me to get this right. Not making that same mistake again. We're using the proper Lebanese spice.
The baccarat spice?
Yes, and season.
So how long do we want the pumpkin in?
Pumpkin's going to be in for 50 minutes.
Okay, so Nick and Christian are doing dukkha roasted pumpkin with spana chorizo.
No one wanted the vegetable fridge, but it's the one I'm most excited about.
Me too.
This is looking good, Christian.
Looking good. Pumpkin's in the oven, bro.
All right.
Let's go.
Come on, team.
Come on.
And Nick, did you hear who's yelling for you up there, mate?
Hi, Rach. But soft, what light from yonder window breaks?
What's that? I can't hear you. You're so far away.
It is the east, and Rachel is my son. Oh, my God.
Oh, all right, Bromeo. I think he's missed you, Rach.
So I am tying this pork up so it holds its shape and doesn't fall apart on us. I know it's time-consuming, but I also know the benefits of tying it.
Do you want me to help you tie?
Yeah. We need to get that in the pressure cooker because that's going to take the most amount of time for this cook.
Okay, I'm going to pop this in the oven.
So they're doing Carusi Italian chicken with roast vegetable salad.
Very large portion, huh?
Yes, very large.
I think we'll just get a nice brown crisp on that to start with.
Yep.
The chicken is the hero of our dish, but I have decided to make a vegetable salad. You know, I want it to be rustic, something I've never ever put with this Carusi chicken dish before. If you could turn this oven up a bit, that would be good. And I have also decided that I'm going to make the bread.
Smells good.
Is that up? What's that on now?
It's all on 250.
250.
That's as high as it'll go.
Okay. I'm hoping that I haven't overcomplicated things. We just usually have it on the tray in the middle of the table with the bread and the salad.
Claudine and Anthony, they're people who love to share, they're full of love. But it's about quantity versus quality. And I hope they're going to be able to serve something delicious.
I mean, there's an awful lot going on, and I don't know whether they can get everything as it should be in this time.
I'm just going to add a little bit more salt. We have got the shells, the filling.
And we're going to spoon in our mixture, yeah?
Like just, you know, one and a bit.
Yep. Amber Mel.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. What are you guys making? Kiwi in yogurt sauce.
Yum.
It's one of my kids' favourites, actually.
Mel, how many kids do you have?
2 girls, 8 and 11.
Oh.
And Amber's got 3 girls.
Oh, 3 girls. I know, check out my figure.
Our girls, our family and friends are all cheering us on back at home.
I got messages from the girls again not to come back without the mullah.
Without the mullah, oh my gosh.
Mama, bring home that mullah.
Yes, they're going to go in
get
now.
these kibby balls in the oven now so they cook.
I know.
If they don't cook evenly, if they're not golden and crispy, we could be in trouble.
These are going in.
Yep.
The presentation with the string as well looks nice, right?
Chris and Aaron with that pork. They're tying up individual pieces of kitchen string. Little cubes of pork. And he's tying it. They look like baby presents that you'd put on the Christmas tree.
And why is he wasting so much time?
I'm wondering, how fast can he untie those little tiny pieces of pork in time to plate that up?
Why are you doing that?
Just so when you're picking it up with the tongs at the end, it's going to stop all the layers from separating in the end.
I mean, it's taking a long time.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely does.
You're running out of time, though.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously not tying it, you run the risk of if you overshoot the pork in the pressure cooker, it's going to fall apart. You're not going to get a shape. I don't want to get to the end and have pork belly just collapse on us or fall apart as we're taking it out of the pot.
No. You still get the shape. You can still sit it up in the ramekins. I know time is ticking, but we're in an elimination cook-off. Every detail matters.
Why is he wasting so much time?
So I'm tying this pork for our Chinese-style braised pork belly. Nigella and Colin stopped by.
Why are you doing that?
Just so when you're picking it up with the tongs at the end, it's going to stop all the layers from separating in the end. What do you think?
I don't know.
Time is ticking. Do we continue tying them? Do we unstring them all? I'm not going to disregard a comment like that from someone like Colin. No, let's get it off. So all the pork bellies now are going to go in, skin side down, because we want to get that skin nice and soft. Braising liquid is going in. We need to now really be careful of the pork belly falling apart as we remove it later on in this cook to plate it up. All right, let's get these lids on.
Aaron just undid his work in their main course. For time now. Yeah, so we can see the precious, like, definitely getting to them. Yeah.
Teams, you got 45 minutes left. Let's go.
Smells good. Passing with knives.
We, chef.
Turn it over and get it back in.
Oh, we didn't put olive oil on them.
We're nervous.
I'm going to have to pull these all the way out.
Just hold it.
No, because the heat's going to leave.
Oh, okay, all right.
One team will be eliminated after this cook.
What's the dream, Christian? What's the dream? Like, being in this HQ, I want to be in the grand final.
Mate.
I want to be looking up there where the other teams are right now. I want to see my mum and My brothers. I did have to say it. Of course I had to say it. Like, that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for, bro.
Nick and Christian are very emotional guys. I feel like they're very invested in the competition. When you're passionate about something, you bloody cry.
I'm just really proud of you.
Don't say that. Now you're going to make me cry.
OK, boys. Nick, Christian, how are you doing? You look... you've upset him now.
No, he made me cry. He told me he was proud of me.
I hope it's happy tears, not sad tears.
Very happy tears. Two men in their mid-30s having a little tear.
And then in swans Nigella Lawson. Hi, Nigella.
Hi.
Now, you've got a lot of elements going on, haven't you? So you've got the pumpkin.
Yep. So we're going to be topping it off with some pomegranate arrows.
Yes.
So that's going to be that sort of brightness and crunch.
I was going to say, because you need a bit, you need to make sure pumpkin can be very sweet and quite dense.
Yeah.
Well, you know, may your confidence be rewarded.
Thank you very much.
And may I be rewarded when I eat it.
That's what we're hoping for. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is us.
Yeah.
We're a couple of emotional wrecks. How are you?
We're a little bit broken.
Okay, need to get the sauce on, so it's got time just to, like, get all the flavours in there. We're going to sit these beef kibbies in a lovely yoghurt sauce. So I just want to mix the yoghurt in with some water first, because I don't want this to curdle. Putting lemon juice and yoghurt together on a heat, there is a chance that it could curdle.
Yeah.
So I'm just adding all the lemon now, but also I need enough heat in there to actually get it thick as well.
Amber and Mel start taking out yogurt and putting in a pot and cooking the yogurt. Should that be on low heat or what's going on? I was like, Prabha, are we getting split yogurt?
OK, that's it. You've got 15 minutes left.
Come on,
guys!
All right, man, my favourite part.
So Aaron and Chris are doing a dong po roux with special rice and bok choy.
Let's hope the rice is very special.
What makes this rice special is the vermicelli egg pasta. I crush that up, I put it into a pan, and then I start layering flavours. All right, so I'm just getting colour on this vermicelli egg pasta. The star anise, the cinnamon, we've got garlic, great complement for Asian flavours. This is like a specialty at my house. We always bust this rice out. We just change it up with the aromatics. It's one of those days where you have to be on point. You know, if you don't execute to your fullest potential, you are going home.
In terms of serving, should we make the fried bread like that?
It's nicer to rip your bread open. No?
Yeah, but we're in a competition. Do you just want to dump a bit of fried bread on a plate? Do you know what I mean? Look, it's a real hard place to be in Kitchen HQ. It's actually quite confronting. So this is very different to how we cook at home, isn't it? It's totally gotten me out of my comfort zone. What we might do is we might serve one carrot
Wait,
like
I've got to
this.
carry them all the same.
I'm showing you, like that. I'm worried about the presentation of our food.
That's not the same. OK.
Is this going to be good enough for the judges? Is this going to be a competition dish?
My goodness.
Right, so that pork is looking good. So opening the lid of these pressure cookers to get the pork belly out, we need to pick it up without it falling apart. I pick a piece up and it's held together.
All right, sick.
One team is going home at the end of this round. It ain't gonna be us. We are the ultimate team.
Are we the ultimate team? Hell no, that's not gonna happen.
What do you reckon, Nico? I reckon we're ready to start plating.
Yep.
5 minutes on the clock, let's go!
Come on,
My biggest concern about this dish is the texture. We don't want it to be one note. Do you want to do this, and then I'll start with the over-the-tops? It's why we've got the arils, the pomegranate, why we've got the pepitas. Where do you want the feta? Sort of through the middle onto the pumpkin?
Yeah.
So the consistency is a little bit thinner than I would like it to be. Go. Need some tongs.
Tongs?
Yep.
Let's go, final push, guys. We got 1 minute left, come on!
Bit more crunch.
Yeah.
Just check that I've got every element on the plate, not too much of that.
It seems Claudine and Anthony taken on this element, a bread element, more vegetables, a salad. There's a lot going on. It's a risk.
All right, all the bok choy's in.
I've plated them all. I'm just saucing them now. The bok choy can go up on the plates on my left side.
In. Just got to get that sauce on the plate.
Get a spoon so we can take some of this sauce.
Come on, guys.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it, teams. Move away from your bench.
I can't believe I did this with you, honestly.
That's good, man. It's good. It's good. Done. Done? We good? Did we forget anything?
No, you got the sauce on the plate.
It is what it is. Come what come may.
Come what come may, bro.
Round one done. This is the first time that we have plated up food in Kitchen HQ for the judges, and someone is going home at the end of this tasting.
Oh, there's nothing more we could have done. The pressure is incredible. They actually all did it. Wow.
We are feeling good. Chris and I have made this in a barbecue competition, and we actually won second place.
You know, even if it's viewed as simple, which we know it's not, it's executed.
So we are in a great position.
Look how big our portions are.
I'm nervous. It looked too much on the plate. But I was determined to have a green element on that plate.
You didn't need green, though. You had orange and purple
I know.
and yellow.
I know. Yeah, I did.
Your survival in this competition depends on this dish. We hope you've done enough. Please take a break while we taste your food.
Thank you.
Well, it all comes down to this, so shall we test?
Oh, please, yes.
Based on the protein we've chosen, the star of this dish is the pork belly.
Bro, we're definitely not going home off the back of a pork belly dish.
No.
Period.
It's cooked well, soft. There was this whole debacle about tying up little bits of pork and...
Can you imagine? You'd have been eating string now, I fear.
I love that gelatinous on the skin when it soaks in that soy. But look at that, it's just like eating pork jelly.
I'm really loving the rice with the mixture of noodles in there. I think it's very clever. I think I'm quite pleased with
happy.
that. Yeah.
It's very, like, very Asian influence.
Yummy flavour.
I really like this dish, Prabha.
Next dish, let's see how we go.
We got the beef.
These kibbies are stuffed with beef. They're going to be wrapped in beef. So the beef is the hero of this dish today. That yogurt sauce could have been thicker, but deep down in my heart, I know that we've done our best today, and that's all that we can do. Now it's up to the judges.
I like that stuffing they've done, the meat stuffing in the meat.
That kibbe's got some good spice. The yogurt soup type thing I'm a little bit perturbed by because it's sort of split.
It's fresh.
I think they could have been a bit more filling.
I think we should try the next dish.
We need to showcase the hero of this dish, chicken. Our usual style of cooking is big portions, family-sized servings. I am hoping at this point the judges can look past that and just enjoy the chicken on the plate.
That is a plate full of food.
Comes from a generous heart.
Let me just see. Chicken's cooked well on the bone.
Great texture on the chicken.
I would have taken the vegetables a little bit further.
I know it's a roast vegetable salad, but there is a bit... I mean, the fennel maybe should have been cut thinner because it's... Let's see. carrots are a bit
I would have
crunchy.
concentrated on less vegetable and make sure that that vegetable was cooked properly.
It is a full plate, as expected.
Boy, they're dishing up like it's Sunday afternoon at their place.
Chicken, bread, all the vegetables.
Next dish, let's see how we go.
We are worried about having our entire competition resting on a vegetarian dish.
Someone is going home at the end of this tasting.
Have we done enough? I don't know.
Looks very healthy, doesn't it?
Yes.
I think it looks rather beautiful.
I'm loving that little caramelization on the pumpkin and the little pomegranate's giving that little pop. And you got a little bit of saltiness from the cheese.
This is clearly a really gorgeous pumpkin, and it's been cooked very well.
I think for a team that wanted to open a fridge full of pork and they're now showcasing a plate of vegetables, I think they've done that very well.
There's some nuts in that pumpkin, isn't there? That's actually quite nice. Seasoned very well. They've nailed fruit and vegetables.
So would you agree, boys, it's sort of 50-50, this, isn't it? There are two dishes that have been very rewarding and two maybe a bit disappointing.
100%. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough decision. Teams, tonight, you each had to hero a different ingredient, all while celebrating the fresh and seasoned produce the storeroom had to offer.
Unfortunately, for one team, the dish you made will be the last dish you cook on MKR. In a moment, one of you will be eliminated.
Knowing that one team's ride in this competition is over, it's tough.
It's time for our critics.
Aaron and Chris, your dish was dong po roux. Boys. I was watching you tie up little bits of pork. I wanted to slap you too. I tell ya, never in my life have I seen that, and never do I want to see it, because it wouldn't have mattered. The pork was perfectly cooked. I love the lusciousness of that skin.
The pork was exactly, as Colin says, luscious.
The rice, I really loved it too.
Aaron and Chris, we were all in agreement that your dish was our favourite.
Oh, well.
And that means you are safe.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone. Thank you.
We don't just do barbecue. I think we've just shown everyone what we can do in a kitchen. It's time to keep going.
Nick and Christian, you made us stuka roasted pumpkin with spanakopita. Now, I have to say that pumpkin can often be a bit of a lottery because it can become overpoweringly sweet and dense when it's cooked. And I thought you cooked the pumpkin absolutely wonderfully. It had a sort of meatiness and depth that was very luxurious.
Nick and Christian, we all agree that your dish was also beautiful and you are also safe.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh. Oh my God. We're through. We live to cook again.
Amber and Mel, you served us kibbeh with yogurt sauce and a bit of tabbouleh on the side. The kibbeh, I was very happy with the spice seasoning. Thank God for that. We've had that chat before and it was great. But that yogurt sauce, it was split, kind of in a curdled milk in the bottom of your plate.
We didn't see that when we
No, we didn't.
played
So it was a bit of a surprise, but is that going to be the thing that actually sends us home today?
Claudine and Anthony, you made us carusi roast chicken with roast vegetable salad. You gave us this fabulously generous plate of food. There are a lot of components. The chicken, I have to say, you cook perfectly. Unfortunately for me, I just feel that the roast vegetables were a bit of an afterthought.
There's no caramelization whatsoever on any of the vegetables. Fennel, we had a steak knife to get through.
I feel like the judges' feedback was probably on par with what I thought. I wasn't happy with the fennel, but the chicken was perfect, and I'm glad that that's what shone through. Are you awake, honey?
Sort of.
You look like you've fallen asleep.
Claudine and Anthony, Amber and Mel, one of you is about to get eliminated.
This was unbelievably close.
The final team through to round 2 and leave to cook again is Claudine and Anthony.
Go through.
When I looked at Anthony and he hugged me and said, we're going through, I felt relief. I felt proud of us. I just really want to beat Christian. I want to beat him up.
Amber and Mel, you really have been wonderful, but unfortunately, this is the end of the road for you. Au revoir and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So proud.
So proud. So much gratitude that we've been able to get this far. And I couldn't have done it with anybody else.
We've known each other for 34 years. Mate,
No way.
stronger than ever.
Stronger than ever, absolutely.
See you guys.
Bye.
Now it's time for round 2.
Tommy and Rach, you're up. Come on down.
There is a 50% chance we can go home today.
Yep.
So, feeling pretty nervous.
Yep. Agreed. Feeling nervous.
Now it's time to see who will join Ryan Prabha and Sodian Marcus in the semi-final.
From now on, 2 teams go to the semi, 2 go home.
We've just had our mains, so it's not going to be a total surprise that we're expecting some dessert.
Everybody knows that I'm not very good at desserts. There is a literal bad desserts club on MKR. We are all in it, except for Sonia and Marcus.
We were proud card holders of the Bad Dessert Club. I believe we were the CEOs for a while.
We're not looking for just a basic dessert. The fact that it's sweet is not good enough. It has got to be something that really demands you have a place in the semi-final.
So this is it. We're down to the line.
The showdown.
This is just us, Tommy and Rach, and the BD Energy boys.
Big D energy.
Now it's time for round 2.
2 teams go to the semi, 2 go home.
We need to get through. I want that spot in the semi-final more than I think I've ever wanted anything.
We've just had our mains, so it's not going to be a total surprise that we're expecting some dessert. The fact that it's sweet is not good enough. It has got to be something that really demands you have a place in the semi-final. Teams, your 60 minutes start now.
Go, team! Go, teams! Go, teams!
Apron. How are you?
Okay.
All right.
What should we do? Should we do what we do at our market?
Yep.
Everybody comes for miles to eat our zeppole.
Do you want to bake something?
Yes, I would love to do some baking.
Let's turn dessert on its head.
Yep.
Neither of us are dessert people.
No.
And what did Nigella just say? It needs to be memorable.
Exactly.
I think we need a dessert that's going to show off technique, going to have a wow factor.
Go.
Yep.
Oh my God, Nick's already gone.
Oh, what? Should we go?
Go.
Right.
It started, it's begun.
Am I seeing a pineapple? Oh, right in front of me. We just made it through by the hair of our chinny chin chin. So we need to really step it up, or that's it. We'll be leaving Kitchen HQ, and that's something neither of us want.
All right, ladies.
All right, time started. Chris has left.
Standing up there on the balcony, the main feeling was nervousness. Who's the competition going to be for the semi-final? I know we've got Ryder and Prabha next to us. We can beat them, all good. But who is the other two teams?
Good?
Yeah. Okay, so
For dessert, we are serving zeppole 2 ways.
for the zeppole, the ricotta,
Yep.
make sure that's all mixed in. The zeppole is our Italian ricotta donuts.
One of the ones we're doing is we're going to put sultanas, pineapple and apples in it.
Yep, and then we'll just make the plain ricotta one as well.
Yep.
We wanted to do zeppole 2 ways because we do it at the markets, people love it. We've got to do a really good job on our dessert.
Yep.
Make it count. This is Kitchen HQ. It's pressure, it's the MKR monster. It is stressful cooking. I don't want to mess this up because we need to get through to the next round.
This dessert needs to be balanced. So obviously a lot of chocolate. We need to balance the sweetness of the chocolate and the sugar. For the dessert today, we are making a chocolate fondant and a pistachio crumb. So we don't want to add, like, really any other sugar into this dessert because it's got so much chocolate. So the wow factor is when you slice it down the center and you see this beautiful chocolate sauce just oozing out.
We want the ooze and the ahs.
It's super important that that chocolate element is delicious.
We've just proven we are the team to beat now. We've put everyone else on notice. We can cook in the kitchen. We're not just the barbecue guys.
I know we said we have to control the sugar, but we're making a caramelized pistachio crumb. To get caramel, we need sugar, all right?
Oh, my kettle wasn't even on. All right.
Tommy and Rach are finally coming out of hibernation. We are so deep into the competition and they've cooked just once.
Right. Getting into the kitchen, I was a little bit nervous.
Here, come here. Give me a hug. Come. Rach and I always have each other's back. Everything's good. All right, let's go. We just breathe. We're just cooking. We've got this.
Come on. Tommy and I are serving sticky date pudding with a butterscotch sauce.
Which has been reinvented.
I love that this is your mum's, like a play on your mum's recipe.
Oh, look at that orange. So we are introducing Cointreau and orange zest into the butterscotch sauce. And we're putting banana and walnuts into the pudding.
So I love that, Tom, you add banana to your sticky date.
I think the main risk with our dessert is a sticky date pudding is a very traditional pudding.
A little bit.
And by altering the makeup of this, maybe we're playing with fire.
Look at us making magic. To make it through to the semi-finals, we've got to make sure that we keep pushing the envelope, but there's always a risk that you can push the envelope too far.
So, Tommy and Rach, is it a disadvantage that you haven't cooked, for all that time?
I haven't been here, but my thoughts are the more you cook, the better you get.
That's right. It's like in racing, their tyres are cold.
Yeah.
Like everyone else, the tyres are warm, they're taking the corners. These two, it's their first time back on the track. Like everyone else has got experience under the belt, and they haven't.
All right, so 375 is a cup and a quarter.
Yeah.
For the dessert round, we are making blue cheese cigars with red wine figs.
I'm working on the mousse here for the blue cheese cigars. I want to get these in as quick as possible.
Dessert is not something that Nick and I have a lot. We're not sweet toothed. But cheese and fruit is a match made in heaven. So how do we make that cheese board into the dessert?
I want this mousse to be really smooth.
All right, Nick, timer's on for the nut crumb.
Yep. We need to get these cigars rolled with as much time to spare so that they can crisper after we've deep fried them.
Yep.
Blue cheese cigars are literally gorgonzola cheese and mascarpone, made into a mousse and then piped into some filo and wrapped like a spring roll.
I've got the red wine heating up.
The red wine fig is probably going to take the longest over the whole cook.
We wanted to create something funky, really sort of outside the box thinking. Savoury dessert.
Yeah.
That's a huge risk.
45 minutes to go. Come on, guys.
2 teams are going and 2 teams are proceeding through this semi-finals. So it's exciting to observe our competition. Like, what do they do? What's their strength? What's their weakness?
So you need to get the juice.
Yep.
Yep. Today we'll do the zeppole 2 ways. One, we have just plain ricotta with a caramel sauce, and the other one we have with fruit and masala in it, and you can have it with a squeeze of lemon over it and some powdered icing sugar. We just want to make sure that it's tasting very nice.
Yep.
Claudine and Anthony are offering us zeppole 2 ways. Well, I know what zeppole is. 2 ways, I don't know what that means.
I feel a bit worried because there were too many side bits and pieces going on with the chicken.
Yeah.
That, I mean, in a way, you just do one way that's really perfect.
That's
Exactly.
I'm just very worried about this caramel sauce. I just want it to be perfect, and I don't want it to be too sweet.
Yep.
I don't want to overdo anything. I want to listen to what the judges said
Yep.
in the last round, and I want to try and make this dessert look nice on the plate, not have too much on the plate.
Okay.
It's just hard. Got to get nice and even in there. Our teamwork is so good. We proved that in our main. We had the best dish in round 1, and we just want to continue to cook and show what we can do.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
What are you guys cooking today?
We're cooking chocolate fondant with a pistachio crumb and a raspberry cream.
Oh, yum.
I just want to make sure every one of these ramekins are like really sort of lubed up with heaps of butter. The lining of these molds with butter and the grated chocolate is critical to this dish. We don't get enough butter into these ramekins, we're not going to be able to turn out our chocolate puddings. It's going to be a disaster. So whilst we're pushing for time, so we want to get it right.
Hey, Rach, how are you travelling over there?
Oh,
we're
Nicky
good, mate.
boy.
We're good.
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Do I need to stand here?
No, Rach, I think the question you need to ask him is, how you doing?
How you doing?
You cooking up something nice there, Nicky boy?
Are you guys cooking up sausage?
No, so we're making some blue cheese cigars.
Oh.
Yeah.
So imagine a cheese board and a baklava had a couple of glasses of wine.
Yes.
This is what we're putting up.
Wow, it sounds naughty.
Mate, it's naughty, nice, and everything spice. That's going to cook that rosemary, start releasing those oils for it.
Yep.
And I'm just going to dunk it full of honey, and that's going to balance out that sweetness.
I love it.
They've got a bit going on there because they've got nuts toasting, they've got pastry that they're looking after, they've got oil, so they're obviously frying it at the end. The cigars will be fried. Lots of different elements.
The concept of Christian and Nick's dish, I wasn't wowed by it. I think they've taken notes of the fact that the judges don't like too sweet desserts, so they've gone really far on the savoury end. These cigars are filled with blue cheese.
These are raw in the middle because that's seeming very doughy and thick. I cooked a batch of zeppole. I opened one up, and right in the middle, it was still raw. I make hundreds of these. How can this go wrong? How can this happen? I'm feeling like my zeppole's not turning out. I'm ripping the zeppole open. I'm seeing that they're raw in the middle. I open another one, it's raw in the middle. Why is this happening? This never happens. I don't believe it. Our most beautiful, simplest dessert. We're in the second part of the quarterfinals. The pressure on us is massive. No good. Way no good.
I just told you they're not cooking inside.
We need to get this perfect. What's going on? really need to pull together now.
Oh, man, we've got to come down to the wire in this one, huh?
Almost there. 2 more.
So 4 desserts, 2 teams stay, 2 go home. Big night.
It's brutal.
2 go on to the semis. It's a massive night ahead of us.
These are raw in the middle. That's seeming very doughy and thick.
Claudine and Anthony, they seem to having so many batches of these little donuts, and I don't think they're happy with themselves at the minute.
They've tasted a lot.
Yes.
The pressure is unbelievable in this kitchen.
Yep.
I'm ripping the zeppole open. I'm seeing that they're raw in the middle. I don't believe it. Our most beautiful, simplest dessert. I am really starting to get nervous. I never second guess myself at the market. People love what we produce, but this is a whole other realm.
What's going on here? Are we good?
I am trying my hardest. This is something we make all the time, but...
Will you do that at the market, don't you?
Yes.
You do this every weekend?
We do it every weekend, I know. It's the pressure.
Is it time for you to go home?
No.
Okay, so do something about it.
I'm not going home.
Come on.
We have to stay here. I'm just going to try something. I'm adding a little bit of this zeppole dough with the other one, with the fruit, and seeing if this turns out a little bit better, not so doughy.
James, you've got 30 minutes left. That's halfway through. Let's go with it. Aaron and Chris, chocolate fondant with pistachio crumb.
It's going to need a bit of freshness, I think, on this dessert. If you've just got sugar upon sugar, we're in trouble. We're going to need something to cut through it.
Bro, I'm under the pump.
Oh, no, we are going to be down to the wire on this one.
Aaron and Chris, they've got nothing in the oven yet. They're still mixing.
We haven't got the cake mix in the ramekins yet. I know we need 15 minutes bake time for this.
I'm going to start pouring these. Can you come behind me with the chocolate pieces and get a scale? I want 135 in total.
Do we have time for it? We've got 24 minutes left.
Well, it's pretty important. Let's go. Come on.
We wanted these cakes in at 25. Chris is messing around, wanting to weigh up each individual ramekin.
Bro, we might not have time for this.
No, we don't. Just...
All right, I'm going to pour
do one
half.
with 135?
No, just pour half. Chocolate.
So weigh 135 and then one eyeball
Put a
the
piece
rest.
of chocolate in.
If you weigh each one, that's going to be another 3 or 4 minutes off the clock, and we are not going to get these desserts turned out. We're going to end up serving them in the ramekin.
Move that out of your way.
That hour's going by really, really fast. That clock is ticking and it's waiting for nobody. And everyone's still got a lot to do.
These are a little bit airy. You like an airy sticky day, though?
Tommy.
Hey, how you going?
Are we getting half portions, are we?
Oh, they rise.
They're going to rise.
Hopefully they rise.
Are they airy, are they? They're not usually airy. Anyway, taste everything before you do it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They said they're not usually airy. Colin says those sticky dates are looking quite aerated. Puddings aren't usually airy. Maybe we've missed the mark. Maybe it's not a pudding anymore. Should we whip up some more that are not?
No.
You sure? Going in, Rach, 20 minutes.
Yep. We know that our pudding is a little bit lighter in texture than a dense pudding. But look, this dish, with the additions that we've made, is a Tommy and Rach special. Every plate has risk, and we bloody hope the judges love them too.
20 minutes! I hope you're on track.
All right, get 10 minutes on the timer. We'll count it out from 10 every minute for 15.
Come on, guys, come on, guys, you got this. You've done it before, you can do it again.
You ready to pipe and roll?
I'm ready to pipe and roll.
Pipe, rattle and roll, brother.
Nick's just laid out this beautiful phyllo pastry, a blue cheese cigar. I was like, wow, that's an interesting dessert. It is. It's very like fusion type. Yep, they're definitely pushing the boundaries in that dessert.
All right, those 4 are ready.
Those 4 are ready.
Do you want to try the first batch of 4?
All right, first 4 are down and cooking, Nick.
Yep.
So I dropped the first 4 cigars into the oil, and these cigars are just sitting there in oil and not frying. And I don't know what's going on. These ones are ready, yeah?
Yeah, just kept, just
falling apart. These two we can work with.
Nick is not looking very happy. Christian is looking like he's on damage control. That deep fry and that pastry is causing them major stress right now. Yep. We are now seeing the pressure of what the HQ kitchen can do to you.
All right, 13 minutes.
We wanted to be serving 2 cigars per plate.
If we need to just put one on a plate, we put one on a plate, bro. They're not colouring like they should. We were so deep in the weeds that we couldn't find a way out.
Nick and Christian, they've given up, man.
Have they?
They're done.
I feel like we're dead in the water.
Okay, guys, 10 minutes left on the clock. Come on.
I'm really concerned about Nick and Christian, guys. There's some on the side of it that hasn't worked. Nick and Christian aren't going to get anything on that plate.
I mean, like, we were looking for, like, golden cigars, and that's not what we're getting.
Do you know what? There's not a lot of time left, and there's still a lot of work to do on every bench.
Well, let's talk about Nick and Christian. They need to crisp the filo and melt the cheese in that slime.
And if it's not hot enough, they'll be greasy and...
I just hope those guys are... this team is a good team.
No, and I love their spirit.
I hope that this is not going to be the end of them.
I hope not.
We're having to make a really hard decision right now. We're going to have to cut the amount of cigars on a plate from 2 to 1, or else we're not going to be able to plate up a dessert.
So, raspberry into the cream. The chocolate fondant dessert is going to be really rich. It's all chocolate, so that's why we need to introduce a raspberry cream to cut through that richness. All right, putting the raspberry cream in the fridge.
Yep.
So I can stay cool. Right.
Oh my God, look.
Oh my God. He dropped his cream. They've just got to hustle. They've done it before, they can do it again.
There's still enough in there. I see the bowl on the floor and it's the right side up and it's still half full of cream because it's been so well whisked. Chris.
Yeah.
There's still enough in there.
Enough in where?
There's still enough in the bowl.
Like how much is in the bowl?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've got 5 minutes left.
This is stressful. This is stressful.
We've got 5 minutes to go on the clock. Our fondants are still in the oven. They look all right, man. The cakes look okay. The cakes look okay.
5 minutes to go, and we've got to get something on this plate.
Are we?
We got enough to plate.
We need to put all the cream on. Hopefully we can just nail these flavours.
Over this side if you need, Chris.
So I'll pull the cakes out of the oven. I'm hoping to unmold one of the fondants.
Come on, boys, let's go.
Do your tester, do your tester.
You've got a lot to turn out.
This has to work. That chocolate fondant slides out. Boom! It was a magic moment.
All right, let's go. You've got 3 minutes. Let's go, 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 go.
Go, 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 go.
This is a massive amount of pressure in the HQ kitchen. I'm feeling all the different zeppole. I want the firmest zeppole that I can find to go on the judges' dishes.
Are you happy with this?
Let me have a look. No, I'm not happy with
That's
that.
what we got, so we have to plate it.
We've come back.
Yeah.
1 minute left. Come on, guys, 1 minute.
I think we could go more sauce, yeah?
Yeah, and a little bit and more cream. We're just doing our best just to try and balance everything. Do we have enough sauce on the plate? Is there enough cream to sauce ratio?
Too much. That's way too much.
I don't think so. All of those things are going through your mind because you want the dessert to be the best that it can be. You're right, just a tiny bit too much. Okay, we got to move. We've got to get the orange segments on.
30 seconds left. Come on, guys, let's go.
I mean, this is not where we wanted to be.
But it's here. It's where we are. We've got some that look like we want them to.
Yeah.
Is it the perfect dessert?
No.
Is it the dessert we're putting up?
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Stop cooking. Move away from your benches.
Oh my.
I look over at Nick and Christian's and I couldn't quite make out what they had served, but they looked like they'd been defeated.
We'll be right.
That cook did not go the way that we wanted it to be. Here we go.
I don't know.
See how I haven't tasted anything on this plate.
Well done, guys. Take a break. We're going to taste the desserts. Well done. This is it. 2 teams progress and 2 teams will be eliminated.
Ugh, it's an awfully big deal when you put it like that.
Should we test? Let's do it. Thank you. Thank you.
What we put on a plate with our dessert was a very technical dessert.
I'm about to plunge in.
The wow factor that excites me the most, it's a self-saucing cake, and you want to see a nice ooze of that chocolate center.
Oh, you got the ooze. It does everything a fondant says it's going to do. It's sort of set and crusty on the outside, soft in the middle.
I mean, I think for me it's just very, very much too sweet.
Yeah.
I don't think a bitter enough chocolate's been used.
I think so too.
That's so decadent.
Let's try the next dish.
It's rather enchanting.
I was very happy with the appearance of our dish. Very creative, aesthetic. It's very Rach and I.
Let's see. Consistency. Oh, it's light and airy.
It looks lighter than I'd expect.
It's fluffy too.
There's quite a lot of salt in the cream, which is I'm rather enjoying. It's not, but it's done in a very different way. I think the orange chickens, you know, none of us are eating them, are they?
No, but I think they're just too chunky. They're just too fresh for that kind of dessert.
Still a worry of mine that we can't play with the traditional dish too much, and we had. So who knows? We've done our best. The flavours are there. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
Wow. That's moist in the middle. That sauce is amazing. I think they've done a really good job of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If it's deep fried, I am first in line.
This is a dish very special to us, and this is a dish that people come back for. So this was a massive amount of pressure. To put this dish out not 100% was a real kick in the pants for us.
Well, there's a nice, crisp crust.
Caramel could use a kick of salt, I reckon. More salt.
Well, I feel it could do with a bit more burn.
Yeah.
A bit more bitterness.
It hasn't been ticking fine enough. And the plains seem to be better than the fruit.
Yes, the plain ones are better.
They've risen better. It's a dish of two stories here.
One of mine's a little bit doughy in the centre, but otherwise they're quite well cooked. I think it's a good dish.
All right, last one, shall we?
Wow.
We have just got to pray that the flavours that we wanted are balanced and coming through.
It was tense watching.
I'm surprised they got anything up because at one stage they were fighting with the fryer. Well, it's oozing.
Firstly, I love the fact that we give them a dessert challenge and they went outside the box.
It's really...
I love the saltiness of the blue cheese, crispy filo, and this deep, rich red wine with some sweetness of the figs.
And they've made the honey work too.
Yeah.
You know, they really have. It's incredibly well-tempered.
I can't stop thinking that 2 teams are going home now.
Have we done enough to save ourselves in this competition? I don't know.
They said it'll remind you of a cheese platter, and that's got cheese platter like vibes to it.
You know, this is a very serious decision. You know, we are going to have to send 2 teams home.
Game over for 2 teams, that's for sure.
We have come this far. We have worked very hard. We have given up a lot to be here. I'm really hoping and praying that we get through to the next round.
This is the most nervous I have ever been.
Have we done enough to save ourselves in this competition? I just can't think that we have.
Well done, everyone. I know it wasn't easy. I mean, I don't know how you felt, but I was pretty tense.
Teams, as you know, the dessert that you prepared for us will determine who goes through to the semi-finals and who will head home.
Tommy and Rach, your dish was sticky day pudding with butterscotch sauce. Sticky day pudding, it's something I grew up on. I was expecting a bit more of a big, chunky, square. What I got was a little pudding with nuts, which I was quite surprised. But it had great flavour. I liked the nuts, liked the sauce.
The cream was refreshing, but those orange squares are like very childish. And this is the quarterfinals. You need to give us a little bit more finesse.
Childish.
We might have delivered a delicious dessert, but it may not have been enough.
Aaron and Chris, chocolate fondant with pistachio crumb. Technically, yes, got it on point. We cut that open, we got the oozy centre. Everybody's like, oh, well, you know, that's what we want. But very sweet on eating it.
I think you were so focused on all these elements and getting it technically right that you didn't think enough just about the flavours, because if it's quite sweet and not enough depth, it can make it too one note.
I do have a sweet tooth. I love this dessert. I thought it had everything going for it. It was all tick, tick, tick.
Your personal preference would have been to have it sweeter.
Absolutely.
Claudine and Anthony Zoppoli, 2 ways. I think 1 way would have been great. 1 good way. It was very inconsistent, unfortunately.
You got a really lovely, crisp sort of carapace on the edge of some of those, which is just what you want. But the fruited ones didn't quite work in that way.
I definitely agree with Nigella's critique that the fruited one was too damp.
We could be going home.
Nick and Christian, blue cheese cigars with red wine figs. By the end of that cook, I looked down and you 2 were done. I'm surprised we got actually anything to eat at one stage.
So am I.
Yep.
And then somehow, I don't know how you turned it around, but my cigar that I got was crisp, the filling was oozing.
The flavor combination of blue cheese, red wine, and figs, it just bloody works.
as far as we three are concerned, yours was the best dessert of the night, and you're through to the semi-final.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
What has just happened?
I don't know, but we're through to the semi-final.
Aaron and Chris, Tommy and Rach, and Claudine and Anthony. There's one spot in the semi-final left, and just one of you will take it.
What we put on a plate is a competition dessert that is good enough, more than good enough.
Me too.
I'm feeling nervous. My knees are shaking. The pressure is unbelievable.
This was a tough decision. Very close. All three great dishes. But after analysing every detail, the second team into the semi-final is... Tommy and Rach. Congratulations.
We're going through to the semi-finals. The sticky date got us out of a sticky situation. Oh my God.
So, Aaron and Chris, Claudine and Anthony, that means, unfortunately, you will not be progressing any further in the competition.
At the end of the day, I'd be happy to go out on that dessert.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Got to go out with our heads held high.
I can't wait to get back into more cooking, more barbecue, more competitions, and more time with my family.
Yeah, it's made us stronger people overall in so many aspects.
We're heartbroken. We didn't make it through. But in saying that, we have tried really hard. We've both grown as people, and I think that the MKR kitchen is going to be a very quiet place without us in it.
Aaron and Chris, and Claudine and Anthony. Au revoir, and good luck.
2 more eliminations, and there's been this great, fierce rivalry between us and the two of them.
Hey guys, all the best.
Here we go, semi-finals. Rana Prabha, Sonia Marcus.
All right, people, the competition is on!
Yeah!